Hey folks, it's Mike, and just thought I'd make a quick little video. Gonna put this up on both my personal Facebook and on my off the page probably as well. Just going out for a quick walk here, walking actually by my favorite place here in Winnipeg. It's the Investors Group Field, where the Winnipeg Blue Bombers play, win and lose, and the Valor FC soccer team has also just recently started playing. I actually have the joy and the honor to be a fan ambassador, bike valet for both teams, and so I get out and do that whenever I can. This is coming up on my second year actually doing it as well, so yeah, really cool. It's a balmy 6 degrees out right now here in Winnipeg. And the reason I wanted to make this video, as many of you may or may not know, I suffer from Tourette's, and I also have some of the accompanying issues with it, such as ADHD, insomnia, mild depression, just a number of things that can happen at any time. And so I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about it and just talk about my thoughts. One thing, it's really made me stop and think about people, and how we treat each other. How do we treat each other? And there you go. Do we stop when we see somebody maybe shaking or can't communicate right away? Do we stop and maybe ask them how they're doing? Do we see if they need help? Or do we fall into the camp that assumes something, and in a lot of cases that might be wrong? And I mean, I'm going to use examples here. I'm not going to name any names or anything, but I had a situation the other day where I went into this place and I went to sit down at a place that was assigned for myself, and somebody else was sitting there, and they were supposed to move for me, but I clammed up. Sometimes when I'm faced with a situation, I'll have 25 different responses flowing through my head, and only one of those is probably the right one. So I ended up speaking with somebody else who looked at me and said, well, you're not disabled, you don't look like it. And that is one of the biggest misconceptions that I really want to address. When somebody says you don't look disabled, it's really hard, it's really hurtful, because you don't have to be disabled, you don't have to be physically showing to have a disability. I don't have to be in a wheelchair or on a set of crutches or etc. Because Tourette's itself is a recognized disability, and it affects the way that we talk, the way that we think. It affects our daily lives. So what I'm really just wanting to say is just, let's try to show compassion to each other. Let's try and talk about things, or ask somebody if they're feeling okay. It's amazing what you'll find out. And I've had so many situations, educational opportunities now that I've had Tourette's for, officially diagnosed for the last 3 years. More than likely I've had it since childhood. But it's just been amazing how I have learned what I have learned about it. That one of the biggest misconceptions that so many people have is that a person with Tourette's swears. Not always. It's such a small, 10% or under in the entire North America population of Tourette sufferers that do that. So that's one thing. And one of my big Tourette's symptoms is that I shake so bad, my upper body shakes so bad that it makes me tired. Yeah, I am dead tired after a long day. Right now, I'm working overnight shifts where I work, and thank the Lord that is changing soon. I'm moving to a day shift, so that'll help a lot. But excuse me. Yeah, if I'm really tired, it's like the Tourette's shakes take advantage, and that's how it just accentuates itself and lets itself be known. So it's if I'm shaking, if I'm not responding to you right away, sometimes too I have a problem communicating. Like, I will be thinking 10 different things and hopefully only say one of those. Or I'll have trouble even saying any of them. So, it's just, I just wanted to kind of give a little bit of an education here. It's become kind of my passion now that I suffer. Well, you know what? I shouldn't even say that I suffer, that I have these things, Tourette's and ADHD and that, because I feel like it can be a great educational opportunity. So, one thing that we're going to be doing on Off the Page, and probably also filtering over onto my own personal page at some point, we're going to be sharing a lot more Tourette's awareness, education. I'm going to be sending in links, or setting up links rather, I should say. And you know what? I think maybe today's video is going to be the start of a little bit of a daily or weekly chronicle of how things are going. I just think it'd be great to get it out there, and if you or a family member suffer from similar thing, feel free to get in touch with me. It's always great to have support, and so I am just heading around the stadium here. It's already in the background. The Valor FC played a very spirited match on Saturday. Unfortunately, we lost. We're 1-1 on the season. And when I say we, obviously I didn't play, but I'm a very proud supporter. I love volunteering with the team and that. So, yeah, I'm going to be heading home soon. And you know what? Sometimes it's just great to get out, take a walk, clear your head, talk with God. And yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of that. Maybe it's a bit of a ramble. I apologize. But have a great night, folks, and we'll talk to you soon.